He's an incredible quarterback, leader of the team already. You can see that his teammates and everyone in the offense is playing for him. The whole team's playing for him. They got a talented team. Miles Garrett on the other side, fellow Ag, incredible player. Definitely gonna have our hands switch trying to block him and trying to keep Baker in the pocket and trying to keep him from making big plays down the field.
Joe Wood said he can't necessarily coach effort, that has to come from each individual player. Can you do something to get that from your teammates or no?
I mean, I've always been a big fan of, it been the pros, and we're all professionals here, and we all know what it takes to win. That's just been my mentality since my rookie year. So, some coaches coach effort, but I would think, like, as a pro, the small opportunity that you have, 60 minutes to go out there and take advantage of the opportunity, that you would do everything in your power to make sure you have a successful outing. That's just my mindset, and I feel like my teammates have the same mindset. Now, being consistent with effort is something that we all struggle with. But I think, coach. All the guys here that played in college and high school, and that's something that you coach in high school and college. When you get here, it's just known that you have to play hard. You had to go out there and make plays. So I've been a big fan of just letting pros be pros.
You were pretty excited when they drafted Chubb. Did you think at that time that you guys would have the production you've had so far working together?
Yep, I did. That's why we went crazy. I saw it a long ways away, and we still left a whole bunch of sacks out there, and we still haven't played our best. We still haven't got like a crazy lead on teams. And we had one game, Arizona Cardinals. But I envision every game being like that. Every game me and Chubb come out with 2 sacks and forcing fumbles and all type of crazy stuff. So, this is what I envision. The Chubb Miller combination, 1-2 combination on Sundays. Saturdays.
When Chubb first got here, what about his technical skills as a pass rush impressed you most? Obviously the size and the natural ability, but from a finer, detailed perspective, how advanced was he?
When you go number 5, when you go top 5 in the National Football League, especially as a defensive player, I don't think it's really about technique. It's just about going out there and making plays. What you did in college got you all the way to this point. So why change it up? That's what I tell all the young guys. You obviously, it's obviously things that you have to learn and you got to get adapted to. But when it comes to your craft, we drafted him to rush the passer. Why tweak that? I just let him go out there and be. And if you ask me a question, I try to answer it as best as I can. But for the most part, everything that Chubb is doing on the field has all been Chubb. It's all been him, his hard work, his dedication. It hasn't been me or DeMarcus, showing the moves and nothing like that. It's all been Chubb, and it's exciting to see.
What are his qualities then? What are his, as the pass rush summit guy, his qualities that make him special?
He has a motor for one. He has a great long arm. He just has a feel for getting to the quarterback. And he plays on the right side too. Playing on the right side is totally different playing on the left side. On the right side, you're going against big time tackles, every week. It doesn't matter what team you're playing. He's on the right side. But his ability to come underneath from the outside with the long arm over the top underneath is by far his best quality to me. He hasn't had too many sacks on that. His sacks have come off of running the games, flawlessly. And, he had a couple of, sacks, but he runs the games like Shaq and Kobe. It's hard to stop him on the other side, especially when, the slide is away from me and it's a true 2-on-2 or a 1-on-1 over there. He's unstoppable.
We haven't seen you kind of mad at yourself after a game. You've been disappointed in losses, but you were mad at yourself in the way that played. How does that change at all this week in terms of wanting to make a statement, or is it just something you learned from?
Yeah, I was upset about it, but at the end of the day, if I got 97 sacks, probably 80 of them came off of getting a great jump. So it's like, I jumped off sides, but quarterbacks throw interceptions too. It's not like you tell them not to throw the ball down the field no more. It's just part of the game. That's just something that I've worked on, and I guess wrong. Like I said after the game, I'm a gambling man. I like to gamble. Sometimes I gamble big and win all type of shit, and sometimes I don't. So it's just part of it. And I've been on a great streak of, really being in tune with the snap count and really being in tune with the offense for about 5-6 weeks now. So I'm not going to change it up, but I'm sure, they'll come in and give us a lot of hard counts. We're playing at home, so I don't know how effective that'll be. But, I'm a gambler too, so I'm not going to do the exact same thing that I did last week. Of course I'm going to change it up, but that's part of my game. I never change it too much.
How many times do you think you guess it right for every time you guess it wrong?
I got, 5 offsides, and I got, 13 sacks. So, that's a pretty good ratio right there, if you ask me.
When you study the snap count, is that on film? Is that during the game?
It's everything. Honestly, especially when they're in the shotgun, the quarterback, to get the snap, you have to have some type of connection with the center. You have to have some type of connection with the offensive linemen and the receivers. And whatever that may be, it could be the center moving his heel. It could be, the quarterback, really tensing up to get ready for the ball. It could be, just their cadence. They've been running the same cadence for 3 or 4 years now. It could be anything. And I learned all of that stuff from DeMarcus. So, it's a system that's been proven with DeMarcus, and I'm just trying to make it work with me.
So in the Super Bowl 50, when you noticed that Mike Bremer lifted his heel on certain plays, is that a tip from where, or is that something you picked up?
In Super Bowl 50, Cam was at 10 yards. Cam, he sat at 10 yards for one, and because he's a bigger quarterback, he could always step up. But he sat at 10 yards, so for a rusher on the outside, it's easy. You could just run on the outside. So he didn't really have to, get snap counts. But in the thick of the game, this is just my observation. This is what I say at the Pass Rush Summit all the time. But in the thick of the game, you're watching the play clock. When it gets down to 5 seconds, 3 seconds, the ball is coming out. And I take that, I guess on that. 2-minute warning, I got 2. It was the 2-minute drill, and I got 2 false starts. So after the first one, I was just like, that was early in the game in the first quarter, and then the second quarter came, and I got one early in the 2-minute drill, and I'm thinking, like, man, they got 21 seconds left on the clock. There's no way that they're going to hard count after a completed catch, and they did. So I guess I guess wrong. But, every situation is not going to be like that. I might not guess the snap count all the way until the fourth quarter. So all the dummy snaps, I'm just waiting and chilling all the way until the final drive of the game. So it just depends. Like I said, I came into the San Francisco game with an aggressive mindset anyway. It was partly due to you guys' fault, being back at Levi's Stadium, the place, Super Bowl 50, and I'm only 2 sacks away from, breaking the record. And, we're playing a 49ers team, a talented team, but, the record was what it was. And I come into the game like, man, I only need is 2 sacks. So at the beginning of the game, I'm aggressive all the way. I'm trying to get these sacks out of the way, and that's my fault, and it was selfish of me to try to do that. But that was just my mindset, and it's a totally different mindset now. That was just San Francisco game. So I'll be a whole lot better this week.
So with the milestones you're reaching almost weekly now, how much do you think about, like, Great Fame, Hall of Fame, that type of stuff?
I don't really. Honestly, I don't. The thing about getting sacks, the sack race is so close right now. I'm 3 sacks away from Aaron Donald, and the next guy behind me is just a sack away. So it's a tight race, and every sack could mean a difference, and that's where my mindset is at right now.
All right.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.